Ladies and gentlemen, the topic of discussion today is the ovarian cancer. Let us first consider the anatomy of the ovaries. Ovaries, as you know, are the part of women's reproductive system located in the pelvis. They release eggs that are needed for the reproduction and also make the ovarian hormones like estrogen and the progesterone. Ovarian cancer is a condition in which cells of the ovary start multiplying rapidly, and when they goes out of control, it starts harming the body. The multiplying cells form the masses or the tumor inside the organ, which press on the surrounding structure and cause problems. When tumor cells break away and are transported by blood to other organs, it is called metastasis. The exact cause of the ovarian cancer is unknown, but there are certain risk factors whose presence increases the risk of the ovarian cancer. These risk factors includes family history of ovarian, breast or the colon cancer, personal history of breast or colon cancer, age more than 50 years, not having been pregnant, use of fertility drugs, use of hormone replacement therapy after menopause, obesity and presence of BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutation that also increases the risk of breast cancer. In the initial stages, ovarian cancer does not cause any obvious signs and symptoms. As the cancer grows, symptoms appear which may include pressure or pain in the abdomen, pelvis or the back, swelling of the abdomen, nausea, indigestion, constipation or diarrhea, and the extreme fatigue. Less common symptoms include shortness of breath, frequent urination, unusual vaginal bleeding like heavy periods or postmenopausal bleeding. If someone has symptoms that suggest ovarian cancer, she should consult a doctor to find out if it is due to cancer or not. The doctor will conduct some tests to arrive at a diagnosis such as physical examination, pelvic examination, blood test including level of the CA-125 which may be increased in the cancer, ultrasound, CT scan, PET scan to know if the cancer has spread, MRI scan of the pelvis, upper and lower GI endoscopy to rule out primary cancer in the digestive tract, mammography to rule out primary cancer in the breasts, exploratory surgery to confirm a diagnosis of ovarian cancer. In this procedure, the pelvic and abdominal cavities are explored surgically to determine if cancer is present. It may be done by a keyhole surgery, which is also known as the laparoscopy, or by making a large incision on the abdomen known as laparotomy. Biopsy, in which tissue from the tumor or the fluid from the abdominal cavity is removed to look for the cancer cell. This test is diagnostic test of the cancer. Once the diagnosis is confirmed, the cancer is staged in order to plan the best treatment for the patient. Staging will depend upon which part of the body the cancer has invaded. After staging, treatment is started. It consists of surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy or a combination of these methods. Surgery is done to diagnose and remove the cancerous tissue. In the ovarian cancer surgery, along with the tumor, the ovaries, the uterus, fallopian tubes, nearby lymph glands and a fold of fatty tissue called as the omentum have to be removed. By performing frozen section tissue analysis during surgery, it can be determined within minutes if the tissue is cancerous or not, enabling the surgeon to perform the most appropriate procedure during the first surgery itself. Surgery is usually followed by chemotherapy, in which drugs are given to kill any remaining cancer cells. In advanced cases, chemotherapy given as the initial treatment followed by the surgery. Radiotherapy involves the use of high energy beams to kill the cancer cells. Although it is not much used for ovarian cancer nowadays, it may be required in certain cases such as recurrence of the cancer at the original site. Radiotherapy involves the use of high energy beams to kill the cancer cells. Although it is not much used to ovarian cancer nowadays, it may be required in certain cases such as the recurrence of the cancer at the original site or if the patient cannot tolerate the chemotherapy. Now you would like to know if there is any way to prevent the ovarian cancer. Yes, there are. In fact, many ways such as reducing the number of ovulation by getting pregnant or breastfeeding, use of oral contraceptive drugs. This may be recommended for women who are at the high risk of developing hereditary breast and the ovarian cancer. If the patient has a BRCA gene mutation, surgical removal of the ovaries may prevent ovarian cancer. However, such a step should be taken only after consulting a doctor. Being alert to change in your body and bringing them to your doctor's attention. I am sure if you follow these preventive measures, you will be able to keep ovarian cancer away and enjoy a healthy and happy life. Thank you.